Anticholinergic drugs. Here is a complete lecture of cholinergic antagonists for quick and easy preparation. So get right into it. Anticholinergics are the drugs which block the effects of acetylcholine on muscarinic and nicotinic receptors. So these agents can be classified as anti-muscarinic and anti-nicotinic depending on the type of the receptor blocked. For the detail of cholinergic receptors, you can check the ANS pharmacology introductory video on my channel. Anti-muscarinics, which can be classified on chemical and therapeutic basis, are discussed in this video, while anti-nicotinics, which will be the ganglion blockers and neuromuscular blockers, will be discussed in a separate video. Anti-muscarinics can be chemically classified as natural alkaloids and synthetic agents. Natural alkaloids include atropine and scopolamine, which is also known as hyoscine, while all other anti-muscarinics are synthetic agents. Let's discuss the anti-muscarinic agents one by one based on their therapeutic classification. Atropine and scopolamine have effects on multiple organs, so they are non-selective for organs. Let's discuss the atropine. Atropine is the prototype drug of the anti-muscarinic agents, and as a tertiary amine it can enter the CNS. It is a competitive inhibitor of acetylcholine at muscarinic receptors. Atropine produces mydriasis and cycloplegia, and the eye cannot focus for near vision. Atropine produces unresponsiveness to light, so there is no light reflex, and in the patients of glaucoma, intraocular pressure may rise with the use of atropine, so it is contraindicated in glaucoma. At high doses, atropine blocks M2 receptors on cardiac cells, decreasing the parasympathetic activity, which increases the heart rate and produces tachycardia. So it is used in the treatment of bradycardia. Atropine is a CNS stimulant, so it produces CNS excitation. As a result, restlessness, confusion, hallucinations and delirium occurs. Effects of atropine can be remembered by the mnemonic of alphabet A. As an antispasmodic, it is used in the treatment of diarrhea. It is antisecretory as it decreases the bronchial and intestinal secretions, also the salivary secretions. Atropine is an antidote for organophosphate poisoning, and it produces atropine fever, which is the increased body temperature, also known as atropine flush. Adverse effects can be remembered by the mnemonic A, B, C, D, S. A is for agitation, B is for blurred vision, C for constipation and confusion, D is for dry mouth, and S is for stasis of urine. Scopolamine, also known as hyoscine, is a tertiary amine having more CNS effects than atropine. It produces CNS depression, sedation and amnesia. As an amnesic and CNS depressant agent, as it blocks the short-term memory, so it induces the twilight sleep. Scopolamine decreases emesis, so it is used in the treatment of post-operative nausea and vomiting, and one of its most important and common use is in the prevention of motion sickness, in which the transdermal patch is used prophylactically. The agents which act on the eye include tropicamide and cyclopentolate. These agents are used for eye examination as they produce mydriasis and cycloplegia, and they are preferred over atropine as they are having shorter duration of action than atropine. Ipratropium, tiotropium, aclidinium and glycopyrrolate are bronchodilators used in the treatment of COPD. Ipratropium is a short-acting agent, while tiotropium is a long-acting bronchodilator, which are used in the treatment of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Anti-ulcer drugs include pyrenzepine and tilenzepine. They are M1 selective muscarinic agents acting on gastric cells, parietal cells, and they decrease the gastric acid secretion. Oxybutynin, derifenacin, fesoterodine, solifenacin, tolterodine, and trospium are M3 selective anti-muscarinic agents which are used in the treatment of neurogenic or overactive bladder. The agents which decrease extrapyramidal side effects include trihexyphenidyl and benztropine. They are lipid soluble, so they can easily enter the central nervous system and used in the treatment of Parkinson-like disorder. So that's all about anti-muscarinic agents. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and thanks for watching.